Alright guys, here we go. I'm gonna try and get this going. See how it goes. Hopefully I've got everything set up right. Let's see, I've got audio in my headphones, which is good. So, how's everybody doing on a Saturday night? Talked with a couple of you guys. You know, I had a little bit of a scare this week. Ended up going to the doctor's office, having some tests done. Wasn't a whole lot of fun, but at least we up and walking. We're not laying down on the floor shivering and shaking again. But as you can see, we are up and running with Ogre Vision here. And we've got Buckcrack Motorsports going racing here at Kansas Motor Speedway. It's a beautiful truck. I love this Wizard of Oz. My buddy Josh been saving this one for when we actually come here. It's good he got to bring it out. Who's up on the front row? Little sad it won't tell me. Come on, telemetry. Who is that? 54 of Dylan Crayer. Carrier. Alright, let's get that right. I was a little distracted. I had to jump off, go take a pill, and then I was having a little conversation before we got off to tonight's broadcast. We're off to a little bit later of a start, so I gotta apologize for that, guys, but we are up and running, and as you can see, you've got Dylan sitting up in P1 for the first lap, number 1 of Jeffrey Clifton, P2, the 75 of William McKellar in P3, and the 4th position is Chris Darkwood. Oh, look at that one dive to the inside. Don't know if he's going to be able to get there or not. The high side gets the run. You can't slide up there. Hey, see that 54 pushing. All right. Just for the sake of checking out my tech, I am going to give us our first amp it up real quick. So I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to log on to my own thing and make sure everything's running the way it should be. Actually, I'm going to pop this on for you too. Wow. I'll get this going because this is who we're racing with. Okay. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure that you guys can actually hear me. You can hear the trucks and all that stuff. Looks like everything's running good. Oh, looks like we missed a pass while I was tinkering around with some of my stuff. Looks like number one, Jeffrey Clifton in the Mahada truck has made his way to P1. Let's go ahead and take it through the field real quick. Yeah, we've seen this guy up here. Familiar paint scheme in the Mahada. Mahindra. Why do I always call Mahada? Oh, we've had a caution. What did I miss here? Let's check out the previous crash cam. Oh! Looks like somebody got loose coming out of two. Maybe tried to save it and just couldn't quite get it back underneath him. Let's take one more look at this here. Pause this. We can cockpit. Watch his wheel. Oh, there it is. Looks like he's definitely got a little bit of damage based with how much it kicked out on him right there. Good news is it sounds like he's still got motor in it. There's a 5 of Ronald Losey. All right, we're going to pop back up here to our leader. And yeah, just while we have a moment, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my own self promo for the Ogre Vision family of racing. I am still looking to add to my own family for my own family purposes. As I've said before, anybody that's racing with me, I want you guys to all race together. Like, if you want to race 4 nights a week, come race 4 nights a week under Ogre Vision in different series that I decide to group with. You know, trust that the guys I'm working with are all going to give you a good experience. It's what I'm trying to do. It's what I believe in. I don't believe in, what is it called, gatekeeping. You know, good drivers. I think good leagues should share good drivers, or make all the leagues good. You know, most of these guys are running 5 to 7 days a week anyway, so why not come race with us in this family? So if you're looking for some truck racing on a Sunday or a Saturday night, come check us out with Buck Crack. And if you are more the weekend busy guy and you want something to do on a weeknight, come check out Prestige on a Monday night. Here very soon we will be adding Saturday Night Lights for a street stock series, and I can't even bluff you. Like, as I'm in the middle of this broadcast, I'm in talks with maybe adding another one, so I might have a Thursday night group coming into the mix here. And like I said, I want everybody racing with everybody. It's all about family here. I just want clean racing. I want people to get along, and I don't want people that are afraid that, oh, he's broadcasting this, like he says these guys are good too. Like, it don't be that insecure. Don't be that guy. Like, I can tell you right now that I've left a couple of leagues for that reason. Like, I have my own issues. I can't deal with other people's insecurities. I get it though. You know, I've been wound that type before. That's why I can't run leagues anymore. It's why I'm grateful when I find good guys. Speaking of good guys, looks like he's had a little misfortune back here. Let's go ahead and take this promo off real quick. Bang, because we're about to go back to racing. Sorry, I left that on there for so long. I actually forgot that I had it up there showing. But trust me, we did not miss anything. Just pacing. We had that up for the lap that I would typically, skip. If you're familiar with me and my broadcasts, you know how I do a skip lap here and there. Well, looks like the pace cars dipped off, and these boys are approaching the Geico zone. Number 1, Jeffrey Clifton, chose the high side. It looks like it's going to pay off for him. Big jump out there. Second place is out clean. Third and fourth are stacked up. Fifth and sixth are stacked up. We'll see who shakes out where. So far, it's been the number 1 machine of Jeffrey Clifton. Also want to say, since I didn't show it, you guys know that I race in these races as well as broadcast them. So I believe that we had maybe 3 cars pit there. I don't know if they took tires or just fuel or maybe some repairs. You've seen a couple of trucks graze the wall. Nothing too serious yet, though. I can say that I took fuel there just to kind of put me in a different pit window than everybody else, or attempt to. I'm sure some of these other guys did their own thing too. Showing the 44, George Ledesma in the pits. Hopefully he can get that machine up and running. Pop back over to some action. Ugh. I was just talking about it. You saw my buddy right there, Joshua Hale, putting a little stripe on the wall. Man, there's a great group. You got the owner of Buckcrack Motorsports, the owner of Ogre Vision, and yeah, just my buddy. It's better than racing with your buddies on a Saturday night, man. So, give this guy his respects too. Let's see, Russell, you've been absolutely nothing but a class act since I got over here. Look at that commentator curse. I put you on camera, even post race, you still crazed the wall. But you did something that I talked about in the last broadcast, and I noticed it in the middle of the race. Let me see. Oh, it's not that one. Bang! There it is. I'm going to take the scratched up side because it's how I like it. But you can see this guy right here, and you can see these 2 sponsors. Oh, he blinked. He's back. Ogre Vision. He has named me the primary sponsor of this series, and I'm very gracious to accept that. Couldn't be happier to be a part of this group. But you also see the Ledesma Creations logo right there. And he's a co-sponsor in all this, so it's great to have partners in crime. Looks like you can see George getting on the track behind him right there. It's good to see him back out. Don't want to see anybody's night ever end early. Ooh, look at that, those guys up here. Who is that? Is that Clifton? That is. It looks like while we've been looking around a little bit, the 75 of William McKellar has taken the lead. I love this truck. I don't remember if he debuted it last week or this week, but it's definitely got a cool paint scheme on it. Nuka-Cola banner, Fallout New Vegas hood. Vault Tech Industries. Now, I've seen them. They're kind of expensive, but you can actually get a Pip-Boy slot for your iPhone to fit into. I always thought that would be kind of cool, because your iPhones aren't too terribly far off of being Pip-Boy. And I just think that's really neat. Like, it's science fiction coming to life. But I'm a firm believer that science fiction is not just science fact waiting to happen. I'm still waiting for my legit hoverboard, though. Let's see. Skip back shot here. Go to the 54 of Dylan Carrier. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. It's got to be your first race here with us, or the first one I've called. So excuse me if I'm butchering your name. When you watch this broadcast, feel free to send me a DM and I will get it correct. Back one more here. Looks like Jeffrey has moved back here just a little bit from P1 where we saw him earlier, in the third position. Looks like he's got Ronald Ozzie on his tail. One of the closer battles on the track right now. Let's see. I wish that all the tracks had all the camera angles. I can't wait until I have, you know, a little bit of money in my pocket and I can afford to use broadcasting equipment. It's just a tier up from what I'm using now. And then learn how to use like an Xbox controller, and I can literally just use that as my live camera angle. And I think I might be having too much fun at that point. I really do enjoy this. That's why I love it when these guys let me come race and broadcast in the same races post-race, because I get to see stuff that not everybody gets to see. Look at this little pack right here. Oh, hold on to it, Jeff. See the 5 of Ronald Ozzie, he's going to get a run, but I still don't think he's going to get by. It's so hard. See the 44 Ledesma Creations machine up here shaking it up with these boys. Couple laps down, but he's still up here giving her hell. You gotta love it. If it ain't busted, don't park it. It's my philosophy. Let's go check out Joshua Hale. Looks like he's had a little misfortune too. It's showing him 1 lap down. That side of the truck looks clean. I'm thinking he may have had to pit for a fast repair, and that's why he's lapped down. But, whatever happened to him, it didn't bring out the caution, so I'm thinking he probably smacked the wall off of 2. What's happened to... Oh! Man. I swear the commentator curse is real. It's so fun. It's like... Alright. Let's see. Before we lose anybody, we're going to come up here. We're going to go reverse chase. Get a big close-up right there of Ledesma Creations. George, hope you're watching. Hope you get a chance to watch tomorrow. If not, good to see you out here on the track, amigo. This is a small group, as you can see, but the group that shows up each week, and we run clean and fast, so they're, it's fantastic. Let's see, who else we got up here? We just showed up a second ago, my buddy Joshua Hale. Wizard of Oz paint scheme here tonight. Love it. You see Toto on the hood. He's been saving this one just to come to Kansas. No reason not to, though. He's a painter. He's like me. Gets a little free time, and he'll go sit in a booth for a while. And we got the owner. You can see it right there. Buck. Oh! Commentator curse. But all I can do is kind of chuckle now. But I love it. Next season, I'm not sure how to do the... I don't even know what the file's called. But some of the other leagues I've raced in, there's guys that'll make files that you just move up and put over your window banner. Like, we should just have that Butt Crack Motorsports be mandatory on the banner next season. It's just, it always makes things look so clean. Like, have that Butt Crack on one side, and we can put a little Baby Craftsman over on the other side, or Granger, or whatever the hell is sponsoring them next year. I'm not sure how long the current sponsor signed on. Let's pop up to the next one here. Who's next? Who's next? It is this one. Hello, everybody. That is me. My name is Chris Darkwood. I am Ogre Vision. And as you can see, I am in the race. I kind of have a unique take on these things. A lot of people love to do it live. I like to go racing. Like, most people don't get to go watch the broadcast till the race is over anyway. So why not let me broadcast it when the race is over? Because then everybody can still watch when I go live. But yeah, it gives me kind of an interesting take on the races. I really don't like to show myself too much, but yeah, come race with us on the Ogrewood family, or Ogrewood, Ogre Vision. Excuse me. Let's go up one more here. The 5 of Ronald Losey, armed infidel. Love that Punisher hood. Thing's just beautiful. They want to see size cars pop over. He's got that big American flag tear down the side. It's just great. I'm gonna pop back over here one more time because I want to give everybody a hood shot. One more here. Who's next? Who's next? One of Jeffrey Clifton in the Mahindra tractors. Man, that is hard to say. That's why I don't like saying it, I guess. We got simrapmarket.com. We got somebody down there on his inside. He's racing. What else we got? We got 1, 2 more cars. Let's go to the 54. Oh, he's racing with Dylan Carrier. I'm going to have to look harder on your truck. I cannot make out what that sponsor is. Let's see. Let's see. Auto Value, Gamer Supplies. But I can't tell what the hood is. And then the Vault Tech truck. And that's our first through the field. Getting everybody on camera, showing them off. I think, man, I try to pick a favorite paint scheme in all the broadcasts that I do. I know I shouldn't, but I like to. And I think tonight it's either got to be this 75 Vault Tech machine or the 00 Wizard of Oz. I'm curious if there is a Wicked Witch anywhere on this thing. I don't see one. With that said, I think I'm going to have to give it to the 75 Vault Tech machine this week. We're having the prettiest paint. Now, if we could just do something about that Ford emblem, sir. I might say that every week to you. I hope I don't. But you know I'm just ripping on the Fords a little bit. Oh, look at that. Commentator curse again. It don't look like it's hurting him too bad. He's sitting up here in P1. Vault Tech machine's on the run. 35 laps into this race. At this point, I'm going to take my first official crank it up. Alright, had to get myself a drink of water. You saw right there start happening on the camera. You saw the 20 of Russell Martin and 8 of Chris Darkwood making their pit stops. I'll also comment that it looks like we have lost a 5 of Ronald Losey while I was under break. Just showing him off of the track. If you get a chance to watch this weekend, Ronald, I wish you better luck next week. Hopefully keep that truck in one piece a little longer. Yeah, you can see a couple of guys have had some troubles. Overall, not too terrible. Let's see if we can find what's the closest race on the track here. Man, everybody is just spread out right now, it looks like. There's another one coming in for his pit stops. Jeffrey Clifton, he's led a few laps tonight. Not sure if he'll get back up there. Top 3, top 5, who knows? But, he can obviously get it done. He was already up there. Not positive, but I'm pretty sure he's got wins already. Let's go take a peek. Yes, he does. That Mahindra machine has won one race already under Ogre Vision. Not sure when he's got with Buckcrack, but under my called races, he's got one so far. So we'll see if he can get it back in victory lane. Currently, we've still got the 75 Vaultec machine just class the graze of the wall. Like I said, it doesn't seem to be slowing these guys down any. Let's take a look backwards. I believe that is me right behind him. Just went a lap down, maybe. And that looks like my bumper. William, pit, my friend. Give me my lap back. I know you can do it. Yeah, 45 laps into this race. Still got a long way to go. It goes pretty quick when you're having green flag laps. I love that you color the rims. Oh, look at that. He's making his pit stop. That was aggressive right there. Got that thing a little bit sideways. That was a good stop. A very good stop. That's probably why he's out there winning the race, though. Gotta push the line. Gotta be aggressive. I heard somebody touch a wall. I could hear it in the background. My headphones. Oh, I think I found it. All right, George, I'm sorry to put you on the spotlight, but I heard rumblings over the audio, so let's go take a peek. Oh, yeah, he just kissed the wall. Ah, then he tried to save it. And that just completely obliterated the right front of that machine. Ugh. That sucks. I did that twice in practice, and my thought was like, I don't care how slow I go, I'm just gonna have to protect the truck, because that's how easy it happens. Like, it got out from under him when he turned right to try to save it. It just snappy loose. Pretty neat damage model though. I wish I could zoom in. Like, if I had a better apps, I could. I'd be able to zoom in and show you, the crumpled panels and a little of the motor underneath. Days that are coming. You can also see the 00 Joshua Hale and the 54 of Dylan Carrier making their pit stops. Let's follow Josh out of the pits. Looks like he made it in and out pretty uneventfully. Looks like that 75 machine has made his way back to P1 after the pit stop cycles. That thing don't even look scratched. I've seen him graze the wall a time or two. It doesn't even have a scratch on it. It can't be too bad. Ooh, that was close. George back here. Who else we got? We saw Josh just a second ago. Didn't look like he had anybody around him. Let's go check out Russell. Show off his quick sponsor shot again. Something else that's unique to Russell. Look where his number is. Most of these guys just have the custom or the normal number. Ooh, you saw a wall kiss right there on camera. Ooh, a little weird riding in the wall. Let's pop over. But you can see that he's got his number on the back quarter panel. I just think that is such a neat look, as opposed to just having the normal spot that everybody else does. But as you can see, giving his guys some love. Got Ogre Vision with Esma Creations. Pop back out, and that whole side banner, the rest of that truck is covered with Buck Crack Motorsports. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I can't wait till I get the right one. So I'll be able to zoom in on that. Just looking at how bumpy this is. Sorry, I was just kind of lost in a thought for a moment. I was looking down at the feet, and I couldn't tell if this is a car that shows your feet moving or not. It doesn't look like it. Like, it looks like your feet shake, but it doesn't necessarily look like your feet move. Some of the cars, they do. Like, you'll see your actual feet moving around. Might be a graphics setting I can change too. Not sure. Oh, look at that one. Right on the, like, That is right on the splitter. If he went over a speed bump, this camera would get ripped off. Let's go see what Tony's doing. What's Tony doing up in the blimp? Last I heard from Tony, he was not very happy. He wanted a sandwich. He got sent to the blimp without lunch. Oh, poor Tony. I swear to God, man. All this guy wants is a bologna sandwich and a Coke. And if you don't get it to him, I mean, I don't think you want to see Tony anymore that day. He's just not a nice guy. But I get it. Everybody gets angry. But yeah. Oh, I heard it. I heard somebody smack a wall. Maybe that number one? Doesn't look like he's too slowed up right now. However it was, I don't see anybody too slowed up, so even though we're hearing it, I think it was just a little kiss on the wall somewhere. Alright. Oh, I saw something. What did I see? Who did I see? The Jeffrey Clifton machine is down on the apron. Let's go take a look and see what happened to him. Oh, looks like he just clipped the wall. Like an old AT&T commercial. Just reach out and touch somebody. There he goes. Oh. I tell you what though, Jeff. I had a save like that tonight myself. And I saw another guy, we saw it earlier when I went back. I think it might have been George or maybe Ronald that, trying to make that same save, snapped it hard right into the wall. It's a nice job of keeping that truck out of trouble, sir. Get it to the pits and live to fight another day. And so, what brought out the caution? That seems so delayed to that, but I think I just get it delayed on my my tech. Like my little graphics, I think it comes out delayed. I'm pretty sure that caution was for the one machine. So let's go ahead and pop up here to the 75. Looks like he's already caught up with the pace machine. The leaders are getting to make their pit stops. Let's see if this one's got a cool pit lane camera. Not really. Really far off. Oh, that's probably the shot. I'll have to remember that. That's cool. You can even see him making the pit stop and everything. So I gotta remember that. That's the gearbox camera. And it doesn't look like you saw everybody's pit crew, but you guys got to see mine. That was a skeleton crew. Nice little regrouping here. 60 laps into this race, 59 laps, excuse me. Man, I have to turn my thermostat down in my game room to like 65 degrees when I go racing. Like all my tech in here just gets so warm, my heart starts pounding. Like second I'm done racing though, like I'm sitting here broadcasting and I forgot to turn everything back up. So freezing, but it feels good. Shiver. It's 100 degrees outside, so I'll take that shiver. Can't speak for the rest of you, but I am not a summer guy. I was born in December, and I like it cold. I know a lot of people that like it in the summer, though. They like it warm. They like all the stuff that you can go do in the summer, but I've always looked at it with logic. In the summer, I can either go get in water or I'm going to be hot. In the wintertime, I can start fires, I can put on more clothes, I can do a lot of things to get warm. There's not a lot you can do to cool off. That's always kind of been my logic. Plus, snowmobiles are just awesome. And if you've never seen it, find a way to go watch a winged sprint car race on ice. Watching them slide around on ice instead of mud. Oh my goodness! Like that's a whole nother monster right there. But it's something to watch. Trust me. Like I don't think I would ever even thought of putting a sprint car on ice, but once you see it, you're like, man, that's some wild stuff. Well, looks like the lights have gone off on the pace truck. Means we'll be going back to racing this time by. Ah, see, 44 giving the 20. A little love bump right there. Ledesma and Martin. Couple of buddies. Like I said, everybody in this group's real friendly. I talk a lot in the DMs, but I don't talk so much on race day. I sit in my own chat. I kind of like a quiet chat. These guys are all together, so there's a lot of camaraderie in this group of guys. All right. We should see this pace truck pulling off. There it goes. Right on cue. Coming to the Geico restart zone. William McKellar's off. Got a nice jump for P1. Dylan Carrier's going to move into P2 with 54. Looks like the number 8 might inch out. Number 20 of Russell Martin for P3. We'll see how this shakes out here. Oh, looks like the 20 may have lost more than one position. I see the Mahindra Mobile. Jeffrey Clifton right behind me. Oh, there he is. Looks like Russell may have lost a couple of spots there, but he is still in this pack. Tally ho, let's go racing. Looks like we got at least, well, what have we got in this little pack right here? Sometimes that's the nice thing with some of these cameras, is they hide things, but sometimes they hide too many things. Looks like we got 5 trucks up here. Can't speak for how these other boys are doing, but Kansas is just not a track that suits my driving style. Oh, you saw me get loose right there. Gonna let that one truck go by. I like a track that has kind of a defined race line, and I feel like this track you can kind of go all over the place. And because of that, I tend to wear out a lot of tire as opposed to like a one groove high difficulty track, maybe like Dover. Like everybody wants to be in the same place of the track on Dover on corner exit. So like you got to time your runs to make your passes on the straightaways with good speed. So it's just a different kind of racing. But, there's definitely worse mile and a halfs than in this. Mile and a halves have always been kind of my Achilles heel in racing. Like for me, they're all the same, but they're all the different. All the different. They're all the different, folks. Apparently, my language is all the different too. Ooh, 54 to 75, heating it up for us. We'll see if Dylan can catch him. Like he's already there, but we'll see if we can make a battle out of it. I don't know if the 75 wants to give him that high line. You see that 54 sitting one lane down. I can tell you from racing this earlier tonight, you can see right now that that Mahindra truck has gotten by me. Anytime somebody got inside of a car length, it would feel like somebody was taking air off the back of your truck. And if they got right up on you, like it would get so loose. You just had to lift and it would just obliterate your run and the other guy would get to go by. We've got two good little battles here. Got a battle for first. I feel like the 75's got a lot of camera time. But I know Clifton gets a lot too. I need a camera that's just a little bit wider so I can put all four of those trucks in one shot. Because they are probably close enough to all be in one shot. Jump back up here. Keep watching this battle for the lead. Williams still running with it. Got 65 laps to go. Everybody should have I don't know, maybe 20 laps or more in the tank right now. Just came out of a caution. I'm sorry, I had to stop and read. I saw a comment in the box. Yeah, I absolutely agree with it. It's just like I was talking about. It's easy to warm up. It's hard to cool down. But I'm going to go ahead and get myself another drink of water here. So I'm going to go have another little crank it up for us. In 1 minute. Steal back the audio. Sitting here having a debate with myself. Can't figure out what I want to eat for dinner. I'm a big guy, so I like food a lot. Just talking with my wife. She can't believe how much food I eat. Like she ate a breakfast this morning at like 5, and then had like a lunch again at like noon. And she's like done for the day. And I was like, I ate at 10, I ate at 3, I ate at like 5. Like I'm kind of a snacker. very unhealthy eater because I'll eat my biggest meal of the night as soon as I'm done with this broadcast. I'm just not sure what I want. I don't know if I want to eat a sandwich or if I want corn dogs. Like I got some options. If I'm truly feeling lazy, I could even eat a Lunchable. I mean, is 40 years, 43, too old for Lunchables? I feel like you never outgrow them. Like, especially those nacho cheese ones. Man, those things are terrible. But as we've kind of watched here for a little moment, does not look like Dylan is making up any ground on William here. It doesn't look like anybody's really making up ground on anybody. The Clifton machine is, probably about as far back as he was from Dylan. I think I was the next guy, and yeah, I'm just about out of sight. Like, we're all just out of frame of each other. You can see us all lined up right there pretty good. That's 1 through 5. Pop in here. You can see us all pretty good out his window, I bet. We're all pretty evenly spaced out. I finally found the rhythm of the track for myself. Like I said, this was a little bit of a tough one for me. As you can see, some of these guys run high, some of these guys run low. There's a little wall kiss right there. For me, I found to save myself tire and to not hit the wall, I like to run on the low side. Like I take my nice high entry and then just cut all the way down to the bottom, because I didn't want to be anywhere near that wall on exit. Let's see what we got going the other way. We've got nothing out the back window, Russell. Looks like the 00 of Joshua Hale has retired to the pits, as well as the 44 of George Ledesma. I do believe he stayed on track, but I think he just left it in the pits. Excuse me. Voice is just all night tonight. When I was sick, I threw up a couple times. Not that you guys want to hear that, but it just left my throat really like rough, and so I've been a little phlegmy the last couple of days as it recovers. It's just no fun, man. It really isn't. Like if you're my age and you've had to deal with anything anxiety related or stress related or issues with your heart, like man, that stuff is it's scary. And if you're like me, I'm not really a private person, but I don't have a lot of friends or family to like talk to when I'm kind of in my funks. I usually find my peace talking to the people that I kind of half know. So like my racing buddies, it's like yeah, I see you guys every week, but you guys will never see my face. So it's kind of safe for me to say whatever. But well, we're gonna well, go get some more help for myself. I guess there's no shame in saying any of it because I want to stand behind it, and I think if anybody else was struggling, I'd I wouldn't want them to feel ashamed at all either. I'd want them to talk about it openly. So that being said, I've got a couple of issues, for myself. some of the guys watching my broadcasts know that. I have severe anxiety. I have severe depression. And, sometimes those things can really get you down. And it's nice to have somebody that you can go to talk to. Like, everybody needs to have somebody. And when you have depression, you kind of got to realize that everybody can't deal with that, right? If you're like me, you're never going to understand how some people can just be happy-go-lucky and see rainbows every day, just like they're never going to understand why we see rain every day. But what we can do is, have compassion and understanding for one another. That's something that everybody can use more of. Not to get too deep into things, but it's like I said, I'm all about love, and there's no hiding spots when you're family, man. Like, everything should be on the table. I actually believe that's one of the things that really hurts our country today. Is you can't go to a Christmas or a Thanksgiving meal and sit down and talk religion or politics or something else that might be bothering you. Like, everybody gets so offended so easily nowadays that there's just so many topics people avoid that nobody feels like they have anywhere safe to talk anymore. Right? You can't stand out. You can't have a unique opinion, and that's no bueno, man. So, let your mind live free. Let that freak flag fly. All right. No more mushy gushy stuff. We've got 47 laps to go. It does look like Dylan has wheeled back in William a little bit here. He's back in the same frame at least. There was. As soon as it flips back around, we'll see him. There he is. Not sure if that Mahindra truck will catch back up, but it's definitely just these three up front. Everybody else has fallen off. I do believe... Oh, I'm still running. I was going to say, I know that I'm going to fold up shop here before too long, just because I wasn't feeling too great. Looks like I'm still out there with 45 to go this time by at the flag. Turns out when you're nauseous, sitting on a butt kicker and sweating for 45 minutes or an hour, however long I was in the race, wasn't a good idea, but it was absolutely a good time. My body didn't need it, but my spirit animal did. Hey, I don't know about anybody else, but like, I feel like my spirit animal is like, I don't know, probably some like vicious like grizzly bear behind a steering wheel, maybe a gorilla. Like a big hairy dude, so it's got to be like a bear or gorilla. Man. What else has happened? Sure, some of you guys, we're all NASCAR guys, saw that even though Stewart is taking off, he's probably going to go do his own drag racing thing. Haas has said that he's going to go ahead and stick around in NASCAR, and I find that to be pretty interesting. But yeah, Stewart Haas had a good partnership for quite a while. It's good to see that Haas is just not quite ready to walk away from it, though. Hopefully they can get those boys re-signed and nobody loses any of their jobs. I want to say Noah Gragson races for him. And he's kind of a Kyle Busch type. he's got a lot of talent, but big crybaby too. So it's hard to cheer for him, even though the guy's is pretty good. But no, it's how I take my fans. I saw Kyle Busch. I don't even remember when, but I just saw him do so many things in a race car, and I was just like, dang. I finally was just like, all right, I'm a Kyle Busch fan. Let me tell you, I have to take my beatings this season because he is not performing well. Like I've wanted him to get in the Chevy for a long time, and the fact that he's in one now and doing terribles, not good. I honestly don't see him going back to Gibbs anytime soon, even though people are talking about him going back to Gibbs or Hendrick. I honestly see him kind of on the backside of his career, and I really would like to see him go out on his terms, though. Do one cup season with his kid Brexton. Odds are Brexton will be my next favorite driver. I've had a few. I grew up. I'll holler back to some old guys here, but I grew up watching Mark Martin and Davey Allison, Dale Sr. I grew up watching all those guys. So for me, two parts of my personal collection that I have. I have one of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s. Gosh, I don't even know what year it was. 96 Atlanta Olympics car. It's a die-cast of it. It's just beautiful. And then I have a Michael Waltrip autograph because I've just always liked Mikey. But, talent for talent. Once Senior left, I just kind of fell in love with Kyle Busch. I never liked Jimmy. He won too much. I could not stand him until he was on the backside of his career. And now I wouldn't mind seeing him win or pick up one more championship just for fun. But he's obviously moved on to more, I won't say entertaining things, but just broader scope of adventure between NASCAR and Indy and whatever else he's getting into. I like to dabble with, I think my favorite thing right now, I went out in my front yard, with a shovel. Ooh, 75 making his. Oh no! Oh, oh no! Get that sucker slapped in reverse and moving. It doesn't look like he hurt it too bad. Don't see any crushed panels on it. Don't see any scraped paint. But he definitely had to lock it up to avoid something catastrophic there. Excuse me. 36 to go. This should be his final stop. You see a couple more cars here filing in behind him. It's showing everyone except the 54. Dylan Carrier in the pits. So let's go ahead and ride with him for a minute. I see a couple of these guys rolling out. I don't know if Dylan was the first one in or if he just hasn't cycled into the pits yet. He's currently our leader. I think he's got a pretty good lead over the one of Jeffrey Clifton. Let's take a look out the front window, see if we can see anybody. I thought we might get a close view right there, but we still had a half a car length to the wall. Oh, well, the camera ate the wall. As we saw, though, you cannot see that number 54 machine up there. He's at the flag. Number 1 is still in the middle of 3 and 4, so they're pretty spread out right now. '75 of William McKellar. I can see everybody out there in front of him, spread out just a little. Dylan's probably the only one that's truly out of the sight of everybody. I can see up to 3rd. Alright, I'm going to hit the excitement button and see who it takes us to. It has taken us to me. I'm not sure I have done anything exciting, but I think it's probably showing me because the 75 is catching me. So like I said, let's just go ahead and show him. I don't like to put myself on camera. Yeah, I get to see myself as much as I want to. Why not show off everybody else? I think he does catch me, though. You see me break off to the pits. That's where I was saying that it just wasn't feeling great, so I'm pretty sure that's where you saw me dip off. Yeah, I didn't even go to my box, so that's where I parked for the night. All right. 25 laps to go this time by as he crosses. Probably 25 to go for the leader. Talking with our owner over here, Russell. I think we'll probably come up with a game plan here to see if we can't I'll get these a little more grouped up. See if we can't toss in a competition yellow in a couple of these races. hate to see some of these guys out of these races, and it's just because they go green, and you know, they know they're not going to get their laps back. .24 to go. I don't think anybody's near anybody. William can see Russell. Russell cannot see Jeff. Oh, yes he can. Way up there. Alright, let's go see if Jeff can see Dylan. Oh yeah. They're all just almost evenly spaced out. You can see them all just almost a straightaway away from each other. Alright, since we're all spread out, and I stepped away at this point, I honestly have no idea what's going to happen in this race. It might be the first time all season. But all the same, I'm going to get myself a little more water, so we're going to go for our final crank it up of the night. Okay. Pull all this stuff back to myself. Call the last few laps of this here race. Looks like we've still got the 54 of Dylan Carrier out in front. Gonna have 15 to go this time by the flag. Does not look like anybody is anywhere near each other. So we're just gonna kind of roam around the cars that are still here. Give everybody some TV time. Because why not? Everybody likes to be on TV. Fallout. And I'm not sure what to think of the Fallout series. I played Fallout from Fallout 1 on the computer when it was a point and click game. And, ooh, he blinked. I absolutely loved it. And then it came to Fallout 3, where it became a first person shooter. And I didn't know what to think of that, and I was like, but it grew on me. And loved it. And then they gave me Fallout 4, and I don't like having to build the settlements. It's like, oh, you gave me this beautiful game, and you're going to make me spend time building settlements and doing things I don't want to do. It's just, yuck. But I do love killing the mutants and running around finding ridiculous weapons. Maybe I should do one. My favorite sci-fi shooter is Borderlands. Acid sniper rifle or something ridiculous like that. Bouncing grenades. Dylan's gonna have 10 laps to go this time by. I think he's gonna make me have to fill out another winner card here. Ten laps to go. I have got the paper out, sir. All you've got to do is make it to the finish line, and you will have a tracked stat with Ogre Vision. I can't make it up right now. I made that mistake with the guys over at Prestige, and I learned my lesson immediately, because I was like, oh, so-and-so won. And as I was reading off the top 5, I realized that so-and-so did not win, and that I had missed him coming to the line running out of fuel, because I was looking at everybody else, because he was so far ahead. So, we're not going to make that mistake again. We'll see if Dylan can actually get there. We have 8 laps to go this time by. He's got 75 of William McKellar, the 4th, out here running. Russell Martin Jr. Jeffrey Clifton, not my Hendra truck. The bad bow tie. Dylan Carrier. First race that I've called with you on it, sir. You might just pick it up. We'll see. We shall see. 6 to go this time. Let's ride along. He's just like I was. He's being a bottom feeder. Very smooth with the throttle. Five laps. I mean, look at this iRacing crowd. They are just ready to break into mild applause. It's one of my favorite things to say to somebody when I'm insulting them. And the crowd goes mild. I have no intents of that. I love racing here and I love these guys. My mind just bat crap crazy. Best way to say it. But I'm medicated. He's got 3. Gonna have 2 to go as he comes by. Everybody else is still sitting in the same order. Don't think anybody's close to anybody. Oh. Take that back. The 75 is catching Russell. Says, I want 3rd position, sir. And I'm coming for it. Oh, and he is going to get it. Look at that run. Let's see if Russell wants to fight with him. These guys are 1 to go. Russell's hanging out. Oof. If that was it, William would have got it, but we'll see. We go to 54. Dylan Carrier coming around for the flag. Jeffrey Clifton in P2. Oh, what happened there? And it looks like the 75 of William McKellar is going to hold on for 3rd position. I think we saw a friendly little love tap there to end that. Let's go take a look at these 2 just real quick because they're fun. Because I think we saw the one have a little mischief too. All right, guys. Calling out tonight's race, we have got the 1st place Dylan Carrier taking his 1st win of Ogre Vision. 2nd position is the number 1 of Jeffrey Clifton. 3rd position is the 75 of William McKellar. 4th position is the number 20 of Russell Martin Jr. And 5th position this evening is the number 8 of Chris Darkwood. All right, now what is... Yeah, he just threw it sideways. And what was this little tap here? I feel like Russell just decided to come give him a little bump. Oh, yeah. All 54 here real quick. Let him come around. And we can go ahead and turn off our standings here. Let the man have a burnout for himself. I will write out your card real quick, Dylan. Okay, guys. Close out this evening. I am going to bring up my Ogre Vision family one more time. Like I was saying to everybody, if you're looking for a night of racing, I will probably have myself going, 4 nights a week, maybe 5, if I can find places that keep letting me race. So, yeah, thank you, Buttcrack Motorsports, for letting me race here with you guys tonight. Let me broadcast your races and being a part of the Ogre Vision family. And for anybody that's watching, I encourage you to tune in on Monday. We will have Prestige Worldwide racing in the trucks. If you want to get in on some of that action, just hit me up for a message and I will get you signed up and ready for races. All right, guys. This is Ogre Vision and Chris Darkwood signing off for tonight. Thank you for watching. God bless.